HEC-TV is proud to present the 6th Annual 9/11 Interfaith Commemoration in Music, recorded live at the Sheldon Concert Hall.
It's a privilege to welcome you all here on behalf of Arts and Faith St. Louis and our Interfaith Concert Planning Committee. This is the 6th year we've presented this concert. On September 11th, marking this day by bringing our community together in the journey to build a more harmonious St. Louis. In planning this year's concert, we decided that it should be shaped by young people, people for whom the post-September 11th world is the only world they have known their whole lives. These young people will create the world that is to come, one that we pray will bring about, as both Abraham Lincoln and Martin Luther King Jr. dreamed, a new birth of freedom. Freedom from prejudice and division and oppression and suspicion and dehumanization. We dream of a world in which our common humanity is self-evident across every difference, just as we can hear common humanity in music of all kinds, so long as we listen. In a moment, you will hear from a person who has found a calling in service to fostering the potential of young people. As Director of Talent, Strategy, and Management for the St. Louis Public Schools, Halliday Douglas works with the superintendent and a range of St. Louisans who are committed to providing the greatest possible education for our city's young people. In his career, he has served as a trailblazing teacher, a nonprofit executive, and a scholar who holds degrees from both Bowdoin College and Harvard University. We deeply appreciate his time and the crucial work he does for our community. But first, we have something new this year, the results of our first ever Arts and Faith St. Louis video contest, thanks to Batya Abramson Goldstein, through which we invited 8th grade students through college students to share their hopes and ideas for how to build a harmonious St. Louis. There are many people to thank, but I'm going to, in closing, limit myself to 2 of them. First, Carolyn Lossos, who as Chair of Arts and Faith St. Louis volunteers untold amounts of her time and wisdom to make all of this possible. And finally, the person who personifies the Sheldon Concert Hall in which we're gathered, its great executive director, who also happens to be an accomplished composer and who wrote music to a new work that will premiere tonight, just before we part ways. Paul Reuter wrote the music, and he assembled the lyrics by conducting interviews with high school students in St. Louis and capturing their ideas in the words of the song. Thank you to him, and thank you all for your fellowship and support. Thank you.
I'm Jewish. Listen. We met about 2 years ago in a Jewish and Muslim teen dialogue group and have been friends ever since. Among the things we've done to make St. Louis a more harmonious place is take a tour of a mosque to be able to learn about another religion.
We brought our families together for a Jewish Shabbat dinner, and it was very beneficial not only to me and Shoshana, but to our families as well.
One more thing we've done together was volunteer at a carnival in Ferguson on the weekend that marked the 1-year anniversary of the death of Michael Brown. The carnival was organized to bring a little bit of lightness and joy to this time of immense grief.
Friendship brought us to this community, and our values instilled in us through our faith also brought us to this community to help and give back.
Judaism teaches that whenever there is difficulty or strife, even if it is not ours personally, it is ours communally. And our friendship has enabled us to fight for these values that our religions have instilled in us and do it more effectively together. Our friendship that has enriched our lives will also continue to enrich our communities.
I vow to you, my country, all My name is Halliday Douglas, and it really is a joy to be here. I am not a religious person, but I sometimes find myself in Unitarian Church, and there is this song, because may your mind be open to new learnings, and your lips speak truth into the world, and may your heart know joy, and your hands do the work of justice as you go your way in peace. So I work for St. Louis Public Schools, and we have something like 27,000 students and about 3,500 employees, and my work is trying to make our employees more effective and keep them so we can better support our kids. I'm happy to be here today. It's my opportunity to share with you and feel like you all are sharing with me, and that perhaps in this one space, right here and right now, we can be community, and we can be strong for those we've lost, whether it's 15 years ago or more recently than that. My message today, because I'm keeping it very brief, it's actually one more of hope than distress. My message today is simply together, in harmony and connectivity, we can do this work. I think today like this really are about that sort of collective harmony. And one quote that comes to mind, and it's a quote I'll end with, has to do with this whole idea of belonging to something bigger than yourself. And it's Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain. And he says the consciousness of belonging to something bigger, a greater personality, a personality that goes beyond space and time, greatens the heart to the limits of the soul's ideal. And this is a very important lesson. This is an extremely important lesson when we think about just how we share this space and how we combat these interesting notions of disunity and hate, and have this great opportunity here, right now, to reimagine something that was a notion of hate in ways that stand the chance of undoing it. So just thank you for letting me be part of this evening, and enjoy the concert.
Before I pray 5 times a day. I light candles during Hanukkah. I celebrate Navaratri. I place the star at the top of the Christmas tree. I am different. There are roughly 4,200 religions in the world. They are all distinct, they are all unique, and they are all different. Become educated. Learn to embrace the differences. Differences are not mistakes. Be proud of your background. Don't be afraid to try new things. Open your eyes and see what St. Louis can become. Be confident that you can do it. Say, I will attend cultural events. I will not let ethnicity come between my friendships. I will respect different religions. Now, what will you do to unify St. Louis?
In 2015, during Lent, Pope Francis said that we should give up our indifference towards others. He is quoted saying, "Whenever our interior life becomes caught up in its own interests and concerns, there is no longer room for others, no place for the poor. God's voice is no longer heard, the quiet joy of his love is no longer felt, and the desire to do good fades." What St. Louis needs is to give up this indifference of our brothers and sisters who are suffering from injustice right before our eyes. How easy is it for us to think that we've transcended our history, that we are better now? In reality, history is repeating itself in our own city streets. The change that we want to see needs to start within ourselves. Let the injustices of our brothers and sisters bother you. Give up your indifference towards our community. Change yourself so that we can have a more harmonious St. Louis.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Bilal Makhdoom.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Jabir.
And we are with Washington University's MSA.
Yes. I believe that St. Louis can be harmonious. I think of St. Louis as a big jigsaw puzzle that needs to be solved. You have different pieces that just need to be connected together. And ways that we can do that is just learning how each piece is connected to the other. And so having conversations like this and going out and actually talking to people who are of different faiths, of different backgrounds, and learning about what they are and what they stand for and everything about them.
Exactly. The big key is being able to make that step forward, you know, going out to other people's faiths, being able to go to their sermons, their churches, their synagogues. You can't really expect other people to come towards us.
Yes, and so I'm willing to do anything possible to make sure that connection is made so that one day we can finish this jigsaw puzzle and live together.
Hi, my name is Troy Staten. I'm 13 years old, and I came from the school Ferguson Middle. I wrote this song, Hold On, by The Help, with Boys and Girls Club, Greater St. Louis, and Project Lamb. Hope you guys enjoy the song.
Trying to find a way out of the dark. If you fall, I'll help you up. If you call, I'll answer you. If you cry, I'll be your shoulder. If you need anything, I'll be there for you. All you gotta do is chase. Hold on. You gotta be a better region. Hold on. Gonna be a brighter DJ. Hold on. You gotta be a better region. Hold on. Gonna be a brighter day. Instead of coming together, we steady falling apart. We can make it better, but we gotta learn to open our hearts, looking for the light and the stars, searching for the sky. We will go far just to make our dreams come true. This is for me and for you. All you gotta do is chase. Hold on. You gotta be a better region. Hold on. Gonna be a brighter DJ. Hold on. You gotta be a better region. Hold on. Gonna be a brighter day.
Where's the degree flaw? We see these battles getting crazy. Where's the history involved? Get back to work. Purpose how you get things done. Been too long for suffering. The time is not clock on. Queen Latifah singing right with you and ITY. She said you gotta let them know the words you must live by. Open your mouth, show your pride, exercise your right. And together is the only way we'll win this fight. How many RIPs you gotta see to open your eyes? How many children gotta die before they live their lives? After chaos, but defenders, what I'm saying is all afraid. So was Abram when he heard his call. He made his soldiers in his army get the weapons drawn. Calling all nations left and right is the march. No weapon, one niggas can penetrate this wall. But if divided we stand, trust united we fall.
You gotta be a better region. Wanna be a brighter DJ. You gotta be a better region. Gonna be a brighter day. You gotta be a better region. Gonna be a brighter DJ.
understand the experiences that they went through so that you yourself can understand the experiences and decisions that you make. St. Louis can become a harmonious city. No group knows what a lack of harmony is like the Bosnian people. This right here is the Islamic Community Center where thousands of Bosnian Muslims pass through every Ramadan and after. We want to invite all people of St. Louis to come join us during Ramadan and after to experience the Bosnian culture, the Islamic culture, and to see other people's experiences and their history and to ask them questions. Together, St. Louis and the groups inside it should understand that diversity is its biggest asset. We should be open to telling stories and listening to them. Please, join us.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings be upon you. We are Muslim Light from the Islamic community of St. Louis. Thank you for welcoming us. We will be performing a song called Forgotten Promises by Sami Yusuf. Other than English, you will be hearing Arabic and Swahili being sung. When you see the children raise their hands up, that is a significant hand gesture for prayer that you will hear during the Arabic part of the song. Thank you and enjoy our performance.
Oh
One way to create a more harmonious St. Louis is by unifying those faiths. I believe that the most powerful unifiers to be awareness and understanding, and neither of those is achievable without communication.
When I'm interacting with any youth, I don't put religion first or put humans in a box.
I know everybody up here, many people, they like questions. They want other people to learn, so that breaks down that barrier.
I think one of the best ways to unite with people is to come together and try to improve your community.
Not in the sense of a debate or an argument, but simply trying to find points of, common ground.
We planned a community service project last year, so just things like that where you're just hanging out with people of different religions honestly help the most for me, I feel like.
एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भय निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर
Good. arch goes soaring to the sky. But dreams of many souls are left below to die. We need to build our city, make it home for all. It's time to come together, bring down every wall. Welcome the stranger Make this a place without fear. Welcome the stranger, show kindness of friend will It's not too late to learn how to give. Welcome the stranger here. It's time to learn a new way to live. Welcome the stranger here. We have all the strangers in our foreign land. So many questions, so much we don't understand. But now we truly know that no one is the other. We know that everyone's our sister and our brother. Welcome the stranger here. Make this a place without fear.
Obviously, I'm here for the purpose of age equality. And most importantly, on behalf of all who work for this time, to thank all of you, to thank the people who submitted videos, and we would like to ask all of them to please stand so that we can acknowledge them. And we are very happy to welcome the guests from the International Institute, recent recipients of citizenship, and we welcome them to our American family. I'm delighted that they are with us. And today we have come to remember, and as we remember and commemorate the past, we have seen and we have heard the beautiful music and the message of young people, people who were born after the fateful day that changed the world and certainly changed our nation. Aisha Sultan wrote in the Post-Dispatch that the post-9/11 generation has never known a nation at peace. She said they're growing up in a war on terror. But we are gathered also in the spirit of hope. It is in the generation of these young people that we place our faith that they will be a generation of dreamers. Dreamers of a future that could be a generation that will take up the promise of the prophet Isaiah, who declared, "A youth shall lead them." But lead us to what? When asked what God requires of us, the prophet's admonition was clear. It has been told you what God requires of you: to do justice, to love mercy, to walk humbly with your God. In God's name, we were told also that the stranger among us shall be to us as the homeborn. And the prophet admonished us to not only seek peace, but to pursue it. The prophet spoke not for the past, but for the future that could rise up out of the ashes. And today we pray that the future to which the youth will lead us will be a time when fear will give way to hope, when pain will be changed to purpose, when suspicion will be replaced by trust, when raising the fist will yield to extending the hand. A time when the jaded shall be joyful, the anxious at ease, the divided united. We pray that the divine will inspire and guide our youth and us. As our youth, they lead us to replace the thought of the other with the words, my sister, my brother. Doing justice, loving mercy, walking humbly with the divine, welcoming the stranger, so that we bring to each other the blessing of Salam, Shalom, Namaste, peace. Amen.